Orlando Magic, they fall to 4, and the big decision is right in front of them. I need the insight of Ken Hornak of Fox Sports Florida. They miss out on the big 3, but they're in an interesting situation, Ken. What do you see the Magic doing on draft night? How do you see this unfolding?
Well, certainly, even though they won't have one of the big 3, they've always been interested or have been expressed an interest in Dante Exum, the point guard out of Australia. They need a point guard, with Jameer Nelson being 32 years old and going into the last year of his contract. So this could be one of these things where it works out for them the best in the long run to get Exum rather than Parker, Embiid, or Wiggins.
It does seem like the value is appropriate for 4. Any chance they'd move up to get in the top 3, or do you think they're really in love with Exum?
I think that it's still in the beginning of the courtship stages with Exum. I'm sure that all teams will try and move up to some extent, and I'm not entirely sold that they're going to keep that 12th pick. They could package the 12th pick with one of their young 25 and under guys in an attempt to move up, but I don't think you're necessarily going to get Cleveland, Milwaukee, or Philadelphia to budge from that spot with that sort of a package.
When you look at the Magic's roster, what do you see as their biggest need? Is it point guard, or is it a more of an interior defender?
Not to sound like a cop-out, but both. Aside from Kyle O'Quinn, they did not have much in the way of shot blocking last year. Nikola Vucevic is a fine scorer and rebounder, but he's not going to be a guy that's going to reject an awful lot of shots, which is why a healthy Joel Embiid would probably have been a best-case scenario for them. But they definitely need a point guard because Jameer Nelson is nearing the end of his career, and Victor Oladipo is not really a point guard.
It's interesting, we're having this point guard debate. If it was last year, Marcus Smart would have been the choice, hands down. Now, they could be sitting there looking at Smart and Exum. Do you think it's even a choice between these two? Do they like Exum that much more, or could this change in the upcoming weeks?
A lot can change in the upcoming weeks, and again, there's really not a whole lot that we know about Exum at this point. It's sort of like the scenario with Ricky Rubio a few years ago. And while Oladipo may not be your classic point guard, the Golden State Warriors have shown that you can win with 2 small in-between guards. So maybe that's what the Magic would like to pattern themselves after, a backcourt of Exum and Oladipo for years to come. Who knows? It could be similar to what Curry and Thompson have provided out at Golden State.